Alright, so the last video was off because it had this thing called audio enhancement on automatically, which makes me sound worse, but it basically blocks out all the background audio, so you guys did not hear the fire drill yesterday. But anyway, I just finished Madness Combat. I just woke up, I immediately watched it and I finished it. I watched the Deimos Adventure one and I watched the initial series. Now this is probably gonna be my shortest immediate thoughts and probably one of my shorter reviews, because I'm probably just going to go on about how some stories can work without a story, which is kind of funny. But what Madness Combat is basically just like crazy ass fights happening. I mean, that's what the title is. It's just basically crazy ass fights happening in a really unique cool art style that looks like a video game or something, like looks like a Flash game. And I think the series is pretty cool. I like the fights and everything. And what they did though was, as it was going, they tried to make like a story or something like that. But the issue is that with a series like this, it's like if your series is basically just fighting and you're slowly making, because it's clear that the creator started just making up a story as he went. He like in one episode, it starts off with the main character not being anyone. He's just another Nevadian, I guess, citizen. I don't know, a Nevadan. He's just another one of them, and then he ends up becoming Hank or something. And then suddenly there's also this guy named Stanford and Deimos, and they come in. I thought they were brothers or something. I didn't know who these guys were. But the main focus of the series is the combat, and since that's the focus, I understand that, and I'm gonna criticize it based off of that. And I think that the animation is really good, but they use a lot of the characters are in the start. The characters didn't feel super floaty, but when the animation like got better later, they started feeling super floaty. I literally thought Hank was able to float or something. I thought that was like his superpower. That kind of confused me. And story wise, everything is extremely confusing. It's like I don't even know exactly what's going on here. Maybe I have to watch it again. I did watch like half of it last morning, and then no, I started half of it. I got to like episode 9.510, and then I finished it today. So maybe I have to rewatch it. Maybe after that I will understand why they had the powers and stuff. But I think that part of why the story was confusing was because of like the guy making it was clearly developing it and coming up with new ideas as he went along. And for a series of this nature, that's kind of okay, because it just serves to ramp up how insane everything is and how crazy the fights are and all of that, right? But what happens is that, again, the story becomes a bit confusing. It's like I don't know why are there two Hanks? Like, for example, who's the second Hank? I thought this was the same guy, and there's not really any talking. I mean, there are words, but they don't really like conversate or like talk and stuff. Like, the most talking that happens is like whenever Tricky starts tweaking out, and also Tricky being like hyper powerful. I don't have any issue with it, but why is he just special? I guess he's just specially powerful because he's a clown. I don't know. I feel like with a series of this nature, it feels like some of the things I might be trying to look too hard into, but at the same time, it's like you're trying to tell some kind of story here as well. And again, the story is it just doesn't make that much sense. Like the fighting is really cool. That's mainly what people are probably here for, right? The fights, not the lore. But so I think that it's really good on that front. It's just the lore, I didn't get it at all. At some point, like Tricky the clown or whatever gets like possessed by a super demon man. I'm gonna just call him Satan, I guess, because Satan in this beats Jesus. That's really unfortunate, but he does. That's what happens in the show. And then he possesses Tricky or whatever, and then they start fighting. And then for whatever reason, oh yeah, by the way, the Hanks, the two Hanks, I'm guessing they merged or something to create like Super Hank, and he has like this weird bug arm. I don't know. I really don't. And then Deimos like he can like it was shown in his specific like special series that he can like, so there is a bit where like Stanford got shot in the legs, and then Deimos went back into the room, and then it went back in time because it said no or something like that, and then he was unshot in the legs, and it was like, okay, so does he have like time manipulation powers? But he doesn't do this again, so it's like, I don't know. And then like Deimos, like in like part 11 or something, has like superpowers for some reason. Why does he have superpowers? Again, why are there two Hanks? I can't get over that. Why are there two Hanks? I was like, okay, maybe we'll get more on this, but we don't get more on this. It's just like they're just two Hanks, and it feels like everything is here. It feels like every story element is here to make it more chaotic and for coolness sake, but if you're actually trying to like think about what the hell the story is, you're just gonna be confused. Like the Tricky the Clown thing is already so confusing. It's like, I don't know. It's like, okay, I guess he dies for a little while, and then Satan tries to absorb him, and then Tricky the Clown takes over, and then and then it's like, I really feel like I might have to watch it again, because it's like, maybe I'm just not getting it, but it doesn't. The story is as chaotic as the show is trying to be. That's all I'm gonna say. The story is madness, just like the show. Those really are my immediate thoughts. That's all I have to really say. Really short video here, but it's just like, I don't know. The show is just not very complicated. The fights are cool. The lore is very confusing. Yeah, that's pretty much what I suggest. But what I suggested to anyone, well, it depends on what kind of person you are. If you're just like action, if you like cool action stuff and shutting off your brain and and you're not the kind of person to think about what the story is, then you'll probably enjoy the show. And on that basis, I think it's good. But on the basis of trying to understand the story, I don't know what the hell is happening. I thought that Deimos short would like be less confusing, but then this nigga has like a rock in his face or something. I don't know, dude. It gets real confusing. I am black, by the way. That's why I just said that. A lot of people think I'm white, but I'm not. I'm black. But anyway. And the Deimos short, he like gets shot by this like special thing, and he has like a stone face. And now he's like super, now he's like made of rock or something. Like, what the hell is even going, like, really, what the hell is even going on here? And again, this is because Crinkles, I'm pretty sure, just made it up as he went, and that's not necessarily bad. It's for this kind of thing, but you know, you get my critiques, you get my immediate thoughts, you get my feelings out, you get my feelings. I'm going to criticize it based off of that basis of the animation and everything. The story too, because it tries to do something, but kinda. But again, that's all I have to say. See you whenever this video comes out in a long time. Well, you guys, you're my members. You'll see it first, so it's okay.